Parvinator, what is going on, guys? Happy Tuesday. Good to see you. Welcome to the Gaming Lifestyle Lounge. I'm America's #1 online video game personality, Ben, the Parvinator Parvin, here at your service. What's up, guys, and welcome. How's your Tuesday going? Oh, man. Roach, welcome. Sorry to hear you got sick, man. Customers got you sick. It is going around. All forms of the ick. Seems like, so many people I know and so many people they know are sick. Oh man, it's funny. My partner did a training today, and she, you know, like a couple people had to drop out of the training and stuff, and just like, you know, but again, everybody's sick. It's going around. Good to see you guys. Welcome and happy Tuesday. We're gonna be getting into some, well, you know the game, it's on the screen, Pokemon Emerald. We're heading back to Mount Pyre. I saved the game basically right at the summit. We knew we're getting up to something big. The game is clearly cooking something up, but ran out of time yesterday. So I was thinking about, you know, not coming back till Wednesday, but I was like, man, we left on a literal cliffhanger. We're up on top of this mountain. And we're about to see what I believe Team Magma is up to. I'm starting to get confused. Both teams, I think, are up in this mountain, up to no good. So, you know, we play these Pokemon games for the storyline, right? I should be paying more attention. Yeah, sorry to hear you're feeling like dog shit, man. Sorry about that. Yeah. I hope that I've turned the corner totally on whatever, you know, well, I know it was a sinus infection, but yeah. It's been several days since I finished those antibiotics, and I'm kind of at that point, like, is this just sort of my allergies now, or getting sick again, you know? What are we doing? Anyway. All right, let's transition over to the game. Got a little clip for you from yesterday's game, and that'll lead us right on in. Good to see you guys. Thanks for hanging.
Strong men also cry. Strong men also cry.
Yeah, you know, I didn't realize this, but I guess Mount Pyre, it's a gigantic, you know, graveyard essentially for the Pokemon who have, well, passed on. And I got to fight a lot of ghost Pokemon. It's interesting, you know, to put this in terms that a Gen 1er can understand. I guess we're in the Lavender Town, the Pokemon Tower. Was it the Pokemon Tower? Is that it? Lavender Town Tower? I don't remember. We're in that part of the game. All right, so, oh, you know what? I think we're good. I just, all I did was walk around a bit and get us some footage for the stream here, so. You know what? Our team is pretty busted up, and we're about to come up on a whole bunch of folks. I'm a little bit worried. I'm feeling like maybe doing a strategic withdrawal, and then we'll come back here when the team's 100%. I think we'll be able to pop a rappel and get up there a lot faster. Alan, what's up? Welcome. Happy Tuesday. What's going on? It's not Wednesday. Get out of those sound effects. Say hello. Yeah. Oh, you know, yesterday I think it was, but forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think it was you, Alan, who asked about where to find Pokemon Emerald 386. And I heard back from Zombie Anton, the creator of this hack and other others that I mentioned on the stream. I played before we even met. I played met online. I'd played some Yellow 151, and then I did I did Crystal 251 on stream. I'm actually doing a second playthrough of that now, and I'm really enjoying it. And he's done a couple others as well, all with that same concept of getting all the Pokemon that are available up to that, you know, point in the generations, all in that one game pack. So similar concept across all those games. He just put one out for Fire Red that I was actually leaning towards playing that one just because you know, I hadn't played Emerald before, and didn't know if I should play a totally clean version of Emerald or get, you know, roll into this one. I'm really happy. I think that this still feels very vanilla, which is definitely a compliment. But yeah, hey, in the description on YouTube, I put a link to all of his hacks. So yeah, got the shout out from him. So of course there's no ROMs on there or anything like that, but it's just the patches that one would need. So it's going to be in the description over on YouTube. I'll even for those on Twitch, I'll put that in the chat now. But yeah. This is where I found his stuff before he found me on Twitch. So, you know. Sorry, I just copied some and pasted some music in here, didn't I? Oops. All right. Let me put it in. There it is. Yeah, I found this stuff here. That's where I found like Yellow 151 and Crystal 251. I think it was sometime during Crystal 251 he reached out and was like, hey, I made that hack. I've been enjoying the streams, and yeah, it's been cool to have him around. And yeah, I'll just throw up the name one more time because I always enjoy his streams too. Yeah. Totally different time zones, opposite ends of the world, but I try to catch it when I can. So yeah, thanks Anton. Appreciate the heads up about where they can find those those hacks. Thanks, man. All right, cool. Well, with that being said, I think maybe I'll pop an escape rope. I think we've got a couple. I mean, we might even be able to, I don't know, maybe this counts as kind of a dungeon area. I was going to say maybe we could even fly. Oh, all right. Well, there we go. Cool. I don't think it's going to take long to get healed up and then get back there. Hey, Francisco, welcome. Hope you're doing okay. Happy Tuesday. Welcome. Also, if you're ever looking to figure out how to apply one of those patches, again, you know, they don't have the ROMs, you know, you got to find that on your own, of course, but there's instructions on, yeah, how to get it running. Too, there's like a README for all of the hacks, if you're having trouble getting it patched. And yeah, other good instructions on there. Yeah. Oh, I just got it rolling, Alan. It was I'd set up something on YouTube. Like I tried to set it up in advance, and I forgot that I had already set a time in it and everything. So sometimes it can get a little wonky. But yeah, it's just at this point we're at 12 minutes now. So yeah, we just got rolling. You didn't miss a thing. I forgot. I just planted some down here, I think. Oh, they're still working, I guess. The nab. Not ripe for the picking. These games, man, they really are like, the gameplay loop in them is just very, I don't know, it's one of the best examples of like at least in my life, of comfort gaming. One of the like closest examples I can find. Because, you know, I've done a whole lot of stressful gaming in my life as well, and you know, just played a lot of platformers and stuff like that, and so when I do take the time to work through like a JRPG, especially one like this, where you can really just chill, you don't have to. The game is never like waiting for a quick time event or, you know, a timely button press. Oh man. Oh, I got a cat knocking at the door here. I have to let her in. Yeah, Alan, you know, I guess, you know, sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing, huh? Like, I know when you're busy at work, it tends to go a lot faster, which is a blessing sometimes, you know. Oh yeah, when you really have nothing to do, that could be really excruciating. Hey Tater, welcome, and thank you for those fart noises. I need just some farts on the soundboard. I gotta let a cat in here. She's going crazy. Give me 1 second. Ah, losing all my stuff. Things falling off my desk. What's up? You gonna hang out with me? I got a whole chat full of people that want to see a cat. If I don't produce that cat, these people are gonna be mad. Let's see, can I get my cam back on before the cat goes crazy? See, I should have clicked the camera on first. All right, here we go. Aw. She's been such a buddy lately. Come on, get the camera. Where is it? There we go. Hey, the people want to say hello. Alright, hey, we're wearing the same shirt. You didn't tell me you were gonna wear your brown shirt today. What's up with that, man? You a little camera shy? Alright, I think we're a little camera shy today. Hey, you wanna go to your chair? Come here. Woo, be careful. Crazy? Little last second jump there. When she wasn't... while I was still holding on to her. Whoops. Yeah, sorry. Sometimes she's a little more, photogenic. I like your emotator. Just the one. Just this one, Alan, yeah. This is Tigress. I've in the past I had a roommate a long time ago who had a cat, but other than that I'd never, you know, lived around one. We didn't have them growing up. My mom always thought she was allergic. Oh wait, we'll use a saw. Oh, I might be kind of low on. Let me just check some stuff too. Shoot, I should have like actually should have done a little shopping while we were out there as well. Doggone it. Alright, let me hit the store real quick. I'm gonna grab a few things because we started to run out of some stuff. We will get this playthrough running. Yeah. Yeah, totally, Tater. Yeah, this is the one that I knew previously. Actually, there were two cats that I guess, yeah, two different roommates had cats at one point. One of them was like a ragdoll cat, and this cat very much loved to be picked up. And you know, I know that that's like an easy thing to say, right? And sometimes I think cats, you know, can be... I think they can like it. They can also be kind of like, kind of neutral about it. And then, of course, they can hate it. And then the owner can still be like, oh, my cat loves being held. Oh. But this cat seemed like really wanted to be picked up. And it was such a cuddler and stuff. And it was also just extremely chill. Like, I think I just don't ever remember it having a freak out moment. You know... But it just had a very even keel. I remember it would like, it'd sit around people making a lot of noise and stuff too, and just not really, you know, wouldn't be like quick to run away or get skittish. Okay, I wanted to buy some items, that's right. Oh, that's funny. So what's up? Was it like that was intentional, Alan? Like to keep her out of the Pokémon or something? Like, or was it just some kind of bug or something? This is the it's the anti-capitalist mod, you know. All your Pokemon faint if you spend 30 seconds inside the store. The game crashes. Justin said, give me that. I need that hack. The ROM? That's so weird. That's wow, man. I wonder what could be causing that. That's funny. I never really looked around this town much, and now it's a painful reminder of that, because I'm like, I don't know where anything is. Justin, how are you doing, man? Hope you're good. They give you this little key down at the bottom with the colors, but just one color at a time. Alright. Pokémart? I don't see a Pokémart here. Oh wait, I guess... No, I guess... I don't know, I think that there was a dark blue and a light blue. I should hit that motel. So they doubled the guests by using Pokemon as attractions? Well, maybe I should make a cute Pokemon our inn's mascot. I wonder if that will attract more guests to stay with us. Oh, gomen nasai. I was too involved in watching TV. Since that Team Aqua came to town, the tourists have been staying away. Tater, I'd say we've obtained 6 out of 8 badges. But of course you can't just call that just a flat percentage there, you know. There's not every badge is worth same amount of game time, you know, gameplay. So I think it's a pretty good chance we're at or right about 69% right now. Oh, okay. It's the big building I kept missing. I got Scott hanging out here. Okay. So I don't know what Scott's up to. I'm wondering if I don't know. I'm wondering if we're going to see him as part of the Elite Four, just because he's been checking on us and said he's looking for like good trainers, and nobody spoil it, of course, if you know, but not that it's that big a deal. But yeah, since the beginning of the game, there's been this whole thing of him being like, "Oh, I noticed the good trainers," and at first he's you know, trying to nag you and like, "Oh, you're not worth anything," you know. I'm only looking for good trainers, and then over time he's like, you know, really started to butter you up and stuff. And I have to admit, it does look quite entertaining, but consider me a purist. I prefer battles and tough trainers, but that's just me. Parv, I hope you'll enjoy everything like the gyms, contests, battle tent, the whole works. I think it does take strategy to win a contest. Devising contest strategies is one way of becoming a better trainer, I'd say. Man, we're gonna have to do that, we're gonna have to do the frickin' contests, huh? To get one of those cases. Pokéblock cases. You know, that's the thing. I don't know. I heard that Scott was just in the flight logs. It was just the flight logs. There is no proof that he ever made it to the Sevi Islands. Hey, down in front. I can't see the TV. Okay, yeah, I just talked to you. Now you're watching TV again. Sorry to interrupt your TV time. All right, what can we do here? All right, leave the building. All right. So, I think, yeah, I'm gonna hit up this big building. That's our contest hall. Can we go ahead and get the Pokéblock thing? I'm gonna just pop in here real quick. Whatever we need to get into, I think it's the Pokéblock case or something. It's whatever we need to get into the, Safari Zone. Yeah, I'm curious, Alan, like, you know, do they keep the kind of age thing in a lot of the games? Because, I thought it was explicit in the first game. It was either that or it's like part of the, you know, like the instruction manual. But yeah, I remember it being that hey, you've reached 10, right? I think it's even in the beginning there. Now it's time to go on your Pokemon adventure. Do we want E mode or G mode? The Poké blockchain. The coolness contest. Let's hit it up. Which Pokemon would you like to enter? I'm gonna put Mr. Mud in there. He's pretty cool, right? Are we loading? Surely this isn't supposed to take this long, whatever's happening. But if I hit A, nothing happens. If I hit B, it says, we hope you'll participate another time. What? What is going on? Oh, with one or more Okay, I don't have any friends. No friends to enter this contest. You don't have one for solo, folks? Okay, cool. Just gotta talk to the other worker here to get the case. Cool. Now we can put something up on the Poke blockchain. I don't know that I care to do one right now, but sure, let's enter the coolness contest with Mr. Mud. Entry number 4. What are we gonna get here? I've seen some of the like contests or something. There was something in Pokemon White, I think, and they all get up there and dance around, or you know, I think you put accessories on them too. All right, our MC. Hello, we're just getting started with a normal rank Pokemon coolness contest. The participating trainers and their Pokemon are as follows. Entry number 1, Jimmy's Poochie. Entry number 2, Sydney's Wurris. Entry number 3, Morris's Mahita. And entry number 4, Parv's Mr. Mud. We've just seen the 4 Pokemon contestants. Now it's time for primary judging. The audience will vote on their favorite Pokemon contestants. All right, come on guys. You know what to do. All votes for number 4. Without any further ado, let the voting begin. I don't trust the Johto judges, you know. Those are the ones that are really tough on us. Voting is now complete. While the votes are being tallied, let's move on to secondary judging. Second stage of judging is the much anticipated appeal time. May the contestants amaze us with superb appeals of dazzling moves. Let's see a little enthusiasm. Let's appeal. Does it really, Alan? I think I'd read something about Feebas having a different kind of evolution. I also haven't seen one in this game yet. I haven't used our, I think we got a good rod. I don't think I've used it. Appeal number 1, which move will be played? Wow, I really only have one of great appeal. Appeal versus jam? After we use this one, the user is more easily startled. Why this is very difficult to read. This, like, how they've put the outline around everything. It honestly hurts my eyes a bit. Foresight, Mudshot. Worsens the condition of those that made appeals. Badly startles those that have made appeals. After this move, the user is more easily startled. Affected by how well the appeal in front goes. How many of these are we gonna get? Huh. Wow, that's crazy, Alan. I don't remember the name of what it evolves to. It had Bass in the name still, or something, didn't it? Maybe I can hit him later with the takedown? I don't know. I figured this is something you kind of need to set up for. And I was even surprised when I found the, like, you know, when you're looking in your stats or whatever and you move around, and I was seeing the, like, yeah, cool or cute or whatever for all the moves. Poochie appealed with Howl. Oh, okay. That's cool. Yeah, I'll have to... Yeah, you know, I'm not trying to fill the Pokédex in this one, but it would be cool to try to catch a couple of... I want to get the legendaries if I can, and it'd be cool to get some of a few, like, rare ones as well. Thanks, T-Roy. Mr. Mud caught a little attention. Sometimes it's good to go last, you know? How you doing, T-Roy? Welcome. All right, appeal number 2. I'm gonna hit him with the takedown at the end, I think, or close to the end. I'm gonna hit him with a mud shot. Yeah, that could be one to look out for sure. One to look into where I could, you know. So it's just it will be like basically in a 6-tile line, but it could just be anywhere that there's water, or kind of a, you know, whatever, a little 6-tile pattern. But it's random across the games, or, you know, each person's. I'm doing a terrible job of describing it. But. Good to hear you're doing well, T-Roy. Good to see you, man. I wanted to bring you to task about some of these Canadians behaving badly at the Olympics, man. What is going on? You know, I'm kind of happy. No, there was something else I was seeing yesterday. You know, of course, there was the, like, oh shit, the curling. Yes. Okay. Well, there's been a couple of yes, poking the curling stone, which I think is just a hilarious situation, the whole thing. That's not good. We failed to stand out at all. Well, we better do something big. And then there was one other thing. I don't remember what it was. Yeah. Oh, you know what? It was like related to some... I think it was the, I forget the name of it, but like the single luge. I guess one of the folks that now does that for the US had been on, I think it was that, or was it ski? I don't remember. It's some Olympian that had been on a Canadian team was apparently like bullied or something, and they went on to join the USA team. Like they made an appeal and stuff, and like, I don't know. I guess they ended up like being able to switch to the USA or Team USA or something. And I was like, dang, man, this Canadian bullies. Yeah, sorry that I can't remember the sport. We watched a little bit yesterday across a couple of sports, so it's all blurring together. Is it? That's funny, Alan. Yeah, the trendy... Yeah, okay. But yeah, I took a little clip when we made that one. I think we did Digital Disaster, I think was the name of our... Our approval is down in the tank. Just imagine the Pokemon coming out and doing one of these moves kind of solo or something. I don't know what I've gotten myself into here. I need to... You know, it's one thing is it's like it's always interesting to watch. Well, I'll just say this Olympics has been interesting to watch, among others, because it's like, you know, I'm like, woo, go Team USA, and then it's also like, you know, there's been some some booze and some occasional, you know, heckling and stuff, especially when one of our leaders has like shown up in the crowd or something. And I'm like, all right, yeah, go USA Olympics. Not so much USA foreign or domestic policy, but yeah, go Team USA, you know? We caught a little attention. We're just doing everything we can to get attention now. Yeah, they're not, Alan. It's interesting, right? I guess, you know, you have to be like a you know, or I'm trying to remember the verbiage they use whenever someone is, you know, they're trying to tell us that they're from Russia, but they're of course not officially playing for Russia. But yeah, there's a funny verbiage that they use, playing on behalf of, or something like that. A neutral athlete from Russia. They they just like take the face and it's just skin, you know, just the most generic look, like a Nintendo 64 polygon or something. We're all out of appeal time. Thank God. This concludes all judging. Thank you for your fine efforts. Now all that remains is the pulse-pounding proclamation of the winner. The judge looks ready to make the announcement. We will now declare the winner. Well, I'm in red. That's probably not good. No, they're just showing that that's me, I suppose, but... Round 1. Oh, round 2. Not looking good for our hero. Yeah. What was it? Was it a lot of doping or something? Is that a lot of doping accusations and... Right, yeah, right. To such an extent that it was a systematic thing. I don't know if you guys heard this, and apparently it's officially is Ukraine. I didn't know that actually, T-Roy. Yeah. It's interesting, like I just on a little tangent here, but I caught something yesterday about a very disturbing story, and I guess some folks have come out and said, okay, I doubt that this is actually happening. But then again, athletes, when they hear that they can get an edge, even if it's kind of ridiculous, they'll, you know, a lot of them are like, okay, I'll try, right? I don't know if you heard of the accusations of... yes, thank you, T-Roy, so I don't have to say it. But my wife asked me if I'd heard about any... penile injections of acid, of a type of acid that I guess is supposed to cause swelling in the tissues. And in some way, this is supposed to create an aerodynamic advantage, you know, which I wish I would have known that before that middle school dance. I wouldn't have stuffed my, I wouldn't have stuffed myself with, you know, some TP, because this other kid was like, oh, yeah, you should do that. Like, that'll make your dong look huge. Stuff a bunch of TP in your underwear. If I'd known about the penile injections, I could have avoided you know, that whole situation there, but... alas. Yeah. It is. See, that's... it seems like that's where the advantage lies, Dustin, if you're, you know, if... Which... Come on, like, if you're, exactly, yeah, Palpug, exactly. Tater said, "Did you jump real far at that dance?" No. I no Olympic advantage. No injections. I did feel a little more aerodynamic during the a couple of songs. The slow jam, well, I don't know, that's the counting song, you know. That's the somebody tell me the title, but it's the one, you like a dream come true. 2, just want to be with you. 3, you know, it's plain to see that you're the only girl for me. I think, is that it? Some Boys to Men, yeah. Appropriate for a middle school, appropriate title for a group, you know, having a song that's a big hit down at the middle school dance. Boys to Men. An extra 6 feet per extra inch of schlong. Dang, T-Roy. That again, you know, these athletes, they're already at the top of their class, but they're looking for anything they can do. That slight edge. You know, we see it with speedrunners as well. Those of you who speedrun, you have someone come in and they ask some stupid question. Why are you going backwards here? Or why are you, you know, and you just want to say, well, you're not even in that class. You're not even in the category of having to think about all the minute details that I have to think about. I appreciate the extra research some of you have clearly done into this this concept. I don't want to run into May. She might try to fight us. What's she doing up there? I haven't been into this. Clearly we got a museum to look into. Dang. All right. You know, I was going to try to buy some things, but we might actually be ready for, Oh, a move deleter. Oh, cool. Sorry, having some issues with my headphones. I've got it short in this cable, and I'm only getting it out of one earphone sometimes. If I go and make an adjustment, especially. Let's see. No. Don't put that on us, Alan. Yeah, it might be about aerodactyl time, or close to it, Palpuck. I don't know. I wonder what we're going to get inside that museum. I did stop right in the middle of a, well, we were, you know what? We should probably go to Mount Pyre, honestly. I've already made it to the summit of that. We just got to fight. I think there's a few fights with Team Aqua, and then I think some big storyline stuff, so... If we're looking okay in the bag, I might just go ahead and head over there. I know you mentioned it was a big building, Alan, the shop, but I've been missing it, I guess. Dude. All right, we got May in front of the gym. Palpuck, you mentioned the 1936 Olympics, and... Well, you know, of course, we're teeing up to have the Summer Olympics here in 28. And it's like, yeah, who wants to travel here for that, you know? And oh, she's in front of the mart and not the gym. I see. Oh, she is. I just, you know what? I'm sorry. I mistook that for being a gym. Okay, no problem. I think what I'll do is I'll actually fly to the previous town or something. I just want to get an awakening or two. We have most everything else we need, I think. Last rival fight. That's too bad. Yeah, it looks huge. As I rolled up to it, I just thought it was a gym or something. So I saw her standing in front of it, and Didn't put 2 and 2 together. I'm gonna go to Fortree and hit the mark. Is it coffee time yet? Not if I try to drink it from that side of the cup, it's not. Coffee time all over my lap. Okay. Can buy, been able to buy Ultra Balls for a bit. It's pretty cool, Palpuck. Yeah, I like it. Got a few of those. Super Potions. Go ahead and buy some. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Just get some stuff just in case. Be prepared. Flamethrowers, Thunderbolt, and Ice Beam. Oh, cool. Yeah. The malls are so, I don't know. It's funny. Especially in like Gens 1 and 2, I think when you found the big like shopping, excuse me, when I was a kid and I found those big shopping malls, I remember just thinking it was really cool. Wow. And you know, like when you first get to what, like Saffron City or whatever, you can't. I think the mall is somewhere else, maybe Celadon or something, but you can't. You know, a lot of the cool moves, you probably don't have money for any of the good stuff you're going to be able to come back to later. But yeah, there's usually some good TMs and some like evolution stones, things like that. All right, don't want to be caught slipping, so we'll get. Yeah, they are, Palpuck, yeah. Kind of a, gigantic store. Super Repel. Sure, spent a little money on this. I haven't bought a whole lot of, I haven't been using a lot of repels. I don't know if you guys have probably noticed that. That was a lot of money there, but that's okay. You know, Alan, I got one EV actually. There was an early trade or something that you can get early on. But yeah. Hey Ichigo, what's up, man? Welcome. How you doing, buddy? Good to see ya. Let's get to those get to the Pokemon sounds. Let's hear some Pikachu. Good to see you, man. I can't remember how it came to us, Alan, but yeah, early on we were able to get an Eevee. And I kept it around in our party for a bit, but I wasn't really sure what to do, you know, like which one to turn it into. And I haven't really, I haven't put it back in the party in a long time, so it's been just languishing in the box. Was it a Meowth for an Eevee? Was that right, Palpuck? I wrote a list of some of the trades, but I might have scratched out ones that we'd already done, or... Oops. 1 second. Fix this mic. Alright, shall we fly? Okay. No. This one we're just gonna walk over to the beach. Come on, big money, no whammies, no fights. Okay, no worries, Palpuck. I might have that one written down in the notes, actually. I think I got that really early on, though, before I started writing down the trades, the trade offers and stuff. I started taking notes and mixing it up into, like, what I learned about evolutions for some of the, especially, like, I didn't know about Skitty, and I think the game mentioned that to us. Got our Skitty evolved. Oh, yeah. If we get a Dust Skull, someone was going to give us a Bulbasaur. That was back in Fortree. A plusle for our Volbeat. I don't have a Volbeat. Charmander for a Larvitar. For Larvitar. Yeah, we already did that one, though. I think I got our Charmander already. I just figured I'd mostly roll with the Gen 3 stuff in this game, even though we have access to... Well, you can at least find all of them. Okay, on our way back up Mount Pyre. You know what, let's just see what we run into. We got a few revives and potions and stuff. Oh yeah, I think I just go to here. So we've already explored the rest of the tower. Yeah. Alright, you'll see some weather kicking in as we get higher up on the mountain. Do I still have a Super Repel active right now? Or are we just getting lucky? Alright, so we saved the game right about here yesterday, so finally. We can 52 minutes later. Hey, we did a beauty contest. We checked it out. We're hoeing it up. We're taking our time with this game. Yeah. Hopefully I find a level 99 Golbat like I did the first time I was looking, or level 100, whatever, Golbat. The first time I was looking for Missing No. Yeah, Ichigo, thanks for asking, man. I hope you guys are doing well. Ah, too bad for you. If you came earlier, you only would have had to battle the wimpy Team Magma. Since you arrived now, you have to take on us toughies. Alright, we gotta fight some toughies here. Mr. Tuffy with his one fish, a Carvana. I always like the sort of fly, like, you know, the teleport looking thing. The similar animations, I guess. Heck yeah. Well, that's too easy with Dancer in there. Let me get somebody else in. I should have taken on Team Magma first. Alright. Let's get Gojira in for a little extra... or maybe Lazy. So what's new for you, Ichigo? You've been, we caught a little bit of the hockey yesterday, the women's hockey. I think the US played Sweden, and I think it was Canada played Switzerland. No, those Team Magma goons get more ahead of us. We can't fall behind. I love the Team Aqua. I think it's both Team Aqua and Magma have this music. I'm not sure, but I really like this, you know, rendition of the fight theme, and that organ part that's wrapping up now is really good. You'll hear it when everything loops back around. But. Confuse Ray. Don't do that. I would hope so. I mean, at this point, we've got what, like 1,026 Pokemon or something, some ungodly number. Busy boy's all confused. Did I use low fall? Oh, I used slacked off. I meant to use strength. Mispressed. Organs coming in. This part coming up. This part just makes me want to do it. Yeah. If I could kick the legs up right now, do the high kicks, I would, but. I don't, Palpuck, no. Species known as kangaroo aren't always closely related, though they all are of interest due to their impact on human health, both confirmed and anecdotal. I need more information here, guys. Alleged attacks on humans. A long-standing claim about kangaroo is their they got a kangaroo attitude. Is their supposed propensity to insert themselves into human urethras or other orifices in an apparent attempt to parasitize. Woo! You don't want to get parasitized by a little tiny fish, do you? Like a... Whoa! Man, we're covering all the bases today between the injections of acid into one's member. Now we've got fish. I thought you were one of the magmas who happened to come back. I feel like the injecting acid into one's junk, it feels like there's that level of like when you hear such a thing exists. I don't know, I feel like I'm one of the old characters in No Country for Old Men. There's just like a how's that even what has the world become? There's a you know, that's like in someone's long sad rant about a long angry / sad rant about all the things wrong with the world. They're going on about the cost of living. It just never goes down. We watch our rights disintegrate right before our eyes. Pro athletes are injecting acid into their penises. For what? Sorry, Grandpa he needs a little time. He's pissed off at the world. It is changing rapidly around him. Nobody would bet against the USA, T-Roy said. Yeah, well... man. With all the betting and stuff, too, in sports at this point, I just wonder how... to what extent is it affecting, you know, the Olympic Games? This has always, of course, been a concern, is, you know, corruption, cheating, etc. But yeah. I'll have to look at the medal count later. I'm curious about that. So I don't know what's up with this, but and maybe if someone knows a little bit better, you know, I don't get to watch or haven't watched a whole lot of hockey or followed it really, but I thought I overheard them say something about how NHL players hadn't played in the last few Olympics, I think. Is that true? Was that just like was it part of like the player's contract or something that since 2014? Interesting. Was it like too much for the, you know, or like, I'm kind of curious. Yeah, the owners, so the owners wouldn't let him go. Yeah, okay, right. You're here for this many games, you know, you can't don't go. And because I was gonna say, I imagine a lot of people would, you know, I know that, I guess this is another crucial part of the season, but I imagine that as much as any of them had ever dreamed about like going to the NHL, there's probably also some huge desire to go represent their country as well, you know. And, you know, I think we've all seen the Mighty Ducks 2, I guess. Yeah, to hear Whalmer. Interesting, yeah. So, okay, yeah, it was going to be a possible lockout if the owners didn't let him go this time. It's crazy, too, because the Olympics, they don't last that long either. Now, I feel like, you know, it's on the NHL to figure that out. You know, but yeah, it just sucks to take, like, a huge amount of pro players in the world and be like, okay, yeah, you know, sorry, you guys can't play. I mean, the Olympics is just like a couple of weeks outside of the qualifying and stuff. I guess, you know, I mean, the qualifying I'm sure takes a lot of time, but that's interesting, yeah. That's cool that the players were threatening to go on lockout too if they didn't get to play. Right. Yeah, right. Well, you know, and it's interesting because in some other sports, you know, sometimes the athlete kind of takes that similar position of like, you know, I mean, same thing with opting out of any optional game or something, you know, and you do see more and more of that anyway. So yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting when it's the other way and they really want to play, you know, and getting held back by the owners. If you want to join Team Aqua that badly, we can consider it. I'm not in a rush, guys, to join Team Aqua. It doesn't matter. We bought ourselves some time. The boss should have snatched what he was after. We have a great combination going with us. We have a great combination going with us members and our leader. It's just a strange phrasing. We have a great combination going with us members and our leader. It appears to be a leader in front of us if you look up here. Yeah. Right, T-Roy. Yeah, they should let him play, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy how much money flows through it, Palpuck, and then how, you know, a lot of the structures that are built for the Olympics don't always get used thereafter. It makes a whole lot of people a whole lot of money. And I was thinking about something too. So we're in the US, we have the Olympics playing on the NBC network, which, you know, it also, like on streaming, it's known as Peacock. And my wife is watching this reality TV show, and I've jumped in to watch it with her every now and then, you know. Hey, I bring her in on the I bring her in on some Zelda and Pokemon, etc. She brings me in on the occasional reality TV show, RuPaul's Drag Race. In this case, The Traders is the name of it. And in The Traders, I've mentioned this the other day. I was just trying to commiserate and ask if anybody else is watching this too. And you know, but my wife is into this show, and it's funny because, you know, I guess to give just a quick premise about the show, there's at least one or two folks amidst others who are playing this game. They're basically all in this mansion or whatever, and a couple of them are the traders. And every week, the team has to try to vote on who they think are the traders. Everyone around is voting someone off, basically. Anyway, all that being said, two of the characters who are on the traders are Tara Lipinski and I don't remember his last name, but it's Johnny something. And these two have been the figure skating commentators. I was gonna say play-by-play, but commentators, I guess, for quite a long time. Of course, they both skated and stuff and were a very big deal. But it's funny because their characters have been kept and started to play a bigger role just as the Olympics was getting rolling. Their characters had a bigger episode where we're hearing more from them, even though they've been a bit boring up until this point. And it was just the whole thing. NBC's doing the Olympics. They're doing this show. When you watch when you watch any figure skating or anything like that, it's going to have that duo who's also part of this reality TV show currently airing every Thursday on NBC. You're going to have them calling it, and then there's commercials for the traders sometimes in between. It's just it's insane. And that's just one network doing this in one country. And then of course there's all the tie-ins to all the Visa, MasterCard, every commercial having an Olympian oh yeah, hey, what up? I got my Capital One card, you know. And then you just imagine that times the entire world. And we're only talking about TV rights and commercials at that point, you know? So much money to be made, or is being made, and is riding on this stuff. And yeah, that's not even getting into of course, all the money that goes into bidding for a World Cup or Olympics venue, and the stuff you have to spend to build the new stadiums and courses, etc. It's crazy, man, how much money goes into it. And yeah, it often doesn't really help those areas. It's you get a pop in tourism, and then that fades quite quickly. With all that being said, I appreciate the actual competitions themselves, and I like the concept of people from around the world being able to go in and compete and representing to some extent where they're from. Now, obviously, it can get, it's not always that nice and clean, but yeah, I appreciate that aspect of it. I just wish that there were a different way to do the Olympic Games without it, being, I don't know, man. Just like with so many other things, like with the NFL, it's there is a momentum to them making so much money and slamming in more advertising mid-game, putting betting numbers up on the screen whenever they're just talking about who's gonna, who they think is gonna win a game. You got to have the prediction odds now, and brought to you by Kalshi, it's insane. And how do you get now that the genie's out of the box? How do you put it back in and actually get to I don't know, a product that somehow finds a balance of a better balance of the sport and, all the money that goes on to get it in front of us, to get it on TV. Yeah, it seems like there have been a couple cities that can do it more. Yeah, they can have a better benefit, but most don't, I guess. And yeah, it's when they can, you know, I guess when it comes to like being able to reuse previous courses and things like that can save a ton of money too. But sometimes with their bids, it's just like, we're going to build all new stuff, you know, and that's where the money, you know, a lot of people are getting paid off in that construction. And yeah, it is quite the spectacle, T-Roy. It is. And you know, I appreciate the pure competition of having people from around the world and engaging in that. I think that's a cool thing that should keep going in some way, but man, yeah, that's crazy, the level that it's at. Ichiko said, I heard the new hockey rinks are barely ready in time. Yeah. And then some of this stuff doesn't get used afterwards, you know? Like, yeah, for this current one, Ichigo, yeah. I'm curious. When I went to Japan, there was still some of the, I could see, like, cut into the side of this one mountain, I could see like the Olympic ski course, one of the Olympic ski courses, and they still had, I'm pretty sure they still had the rings like cut into part of it or something, or, you know, imprinted onto the side. I'm pretty sure I have a picture of me next to that big slope. And yeah, I'm curious if they still, you know, if that course gets any usage. I guess it was from the, I believe it was 1998 Nagano Olympics. I think there's like a Nintendo 64 game for that. Team Magma's Maxi got ahead of us, but we also got what we wanted. The red orb preserved at Mount Pyre. I, Archie, now have it in my possession. This guy. Now we can bring our ultimate objective to fruition. Okay, team, we're pulling out. The wrong size, T-Roy? Oops. Oh, we make it the Italian ice rink. It's a little different. Oh no, this cannot happen. Not only the blue orb, but even the red orb has been taken. The blue orb and red orb must never be separated. Keep those orbs together. What are those men trying to do with the two orbs? So much trouble caused in this world over men trying to get their hands on two orbs. God. Oh yes, was it Team Magma who came and took the blue orb first? Well, in their haste, they left this behind. I couldn't imagine what exactly it could be. I would like you to have it. Perhaps it will be useful in some way. Why didn't we get to fight what's his name? They just bounced so quickly. I know I read it out loud, but I don't think I comprehended what I was reading. The boss just really got out of there quickly, didn't he? Yeah. Yeah, I remember hearing that some of the stuff, yeah, that's right, there were the Torino Olympics there, and I remember reading something that, yeah, some of that stuff was still not that far away from where they're holding it now, you know. Mount Pyre is where we calm the spirits of Pokemon that have passed on. This is a high place where one can see all of Hoenn. The disembodied spirits of Pokemon must find solace here. Is it coincidence that you are here? Will you hear out my tale? A tale long told in the Hoenn region? Yes, it happened long, long ago. The world, we're getting some lore, guys. The world was racked by... Lore alert, lore alert. The world was racked by a ferocious clash between the Pokémon of the land and the Pokémon of the sea. The Pokémon of the land raised mountains and created continents, while the Pokémon of the sea raised huge waves and carved out oceans. Their fierce duel raged without end. The world was engulfed in massive infernos and vicious storms. The blue orb and the red orb brought an end to the calamity. Light poured from the two orbs, and becalmed the enraged adversaries. The pair, made docile by a pair of orbs, dove deep into the sea where eventually they disappeared. They both went into the sea, huh? Even the ground one? All right. I'm gonna say no. I see. Well, that too is fine. The blue orb and red orb, taken by those sinister men. They must never be apart. I fear something terrible will happen. Oh, Parv, hi there. This is Abigail. How are your Pokémon holding up? Mine just won a battle. My Magnemite was spectacular, I must say. I wish I could have shown you. Well, looks like we might be back here at some point. Who knows? Maybe with some orbs in hand. I don't, Foulpuck. Any good? Hey, good luck, Alan. Good luck with your last 10 minutes. The end is nigh. It's about time for a customer to come in there, huh? Will you hear out my tale? A tale long told in the Hoenn region. I'm done with your tales, buddy. Now, I wanted to say something. I'm about to have to take a little bio break, but I went to get some music for Mount Pyre, for this Mount Pyre summit, because as I was getting a little footage for the stream, I was like, oh, I like this music. Well, in the comments, someone mentioned, this is just the comments of that YouTube video I found it from, someone mentioned, they mentioned a Pokemon here with a strange name, and I don't think I recognize that name, but I guess there's some rare Pokemon that's running around here. Yeah. Alan, so it's funny, I'm sorry, as soon as I said that, I realized, like, well, not everybody sees customers, like, in a retail or restaurant kind of situation. There are other types of work, yeah. That's funny. Well, good luck finishing out that shift. So, some old lady's just been hitting the call nurse button over and over, and he's just like, he's watching the Parvinator stream. Nah, she'll be all right. I got 10 minutes. That's it. Chimiko? Yeah, I don't recognize that name. But yeah, that was the one. That was the one that was all in the comments. I don't know that I've ever seen it. How you doing, KH Gamer Dude? Welcome. Well, this looks like the one. Oh, is it? What's going on? It's just over on you. You're saying for you on YouTube, it's freezing up and stuff, Gamer Dude. All right, Chimeko, here we go. Chimicho. Chimichanga. Let's see. Yeah, I know, right? It's just like the second one we ran into after I mentioned I wanted to look for it. Yeah, I was seeing the bell on top of it. Yeah, and that was the name I was seeing in the chat. That's the one. We don't really have a ton of Pokeballs. Oh, so I didn't know that about YouTube right now. That's interesting, KH Gamer Dude. Yeah, maybe servers went down or something. Jime Echo. Okay, that makes sense. Chime. Chime Echo. Chime Cho. Well, it's funny. I looked at it and I was like, are we going... What am I doing here with this? Am I going to try to... I didn't see Chime in it, I have to admit. So I'm seeing Chimicho. Alright, let's pretend I never said that. Chime Echo. I think they've got a pretty... I think they've got this thing to where it, you know, it's pretty resistant to being caught, so... Ouch. I don't think I really... This is the bad thing about not having, like, false swipe or something. I don't think I have much else I could use against them to wear them down. I guess I could start a hailstorm. Oh, not necessary. Or a sandstorm, whatever. All right, Chime Cho, Chime Echo, or Chimicho has been caught. Rock the bells. They fly about very actively when the hot season arrives. They communicate among themselves using 7 different and distinguishing cries. That last one was totally accidental. The Bo jingles. That's pretty good. Bellend. You haven't had one in a little while, Ichigo. I might have to give you this one. Bellend, you say. Let's see. I think I've got one on here for that. Chimichanga is good too. Too many good ideas. I like Bo Jingles, of course. For whom the bell tolls. Bellend. Bellender. Classy. Too bad it's not a... Too bad we didn't catch a well, you know, what's in a name? I could still call it Belinda right now if I wanted to, and I might. Just to take it one step away from Bellend. You know, it's nice to have it be, you know, one one layer removed from its original meaning. How about Belinda here? That's good, right? Dun, 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 dun. Exactly. Oh, ghastly. Makes sense up here. I wonder if it was in the original Emerald up here. Or had to catch it somewhere else. I'll catch a ghastly, but I'm not going to be... I'm going to try not to use them because I use... You know, I use that line of Pokemon way too often. Oh, goodbye. I can't use them if I never catch them. That's true. Alright, let me see if we can catch this ghastly, and then I'm gonna have to get a break in. This has been fun, guys. Thank you for hanging. Bo jingle. Gonna make our life tough, aren't you, Ghastly? Curse is no joke. At every turn, it's hurting. There we go. Easy does it. All right. Gas Pokemon. When exposed to a strong wind, a gaseous body quickly dwindles away. They cluster under the eaves of houses to escape the ravages of wind. Oh, that's funny to think about, them getting caught in the wind. All right. Windbreaker. Win. Let's see. Okay. All right. All right. EOUS. Had to double check my spelling. And I was right. Gaseous. Too bad we don't have room for Gaseous Gary. I like the little sprite up there. Gaslighter. Oh, okay. Ghastly the Gaslighter. I want to be Parv the Gaslighter at our next apartment. We've got there's like a gas furnace. It's my first time having one of those. Let's just hope it doesn't leak. This is fine. Exactly, Ichigo. There is, I'm pretty sure, central heat as well. It was funny because ever since I signed the lease, the owner like went and took down all the you know, the listings and stuff of the apartment. And there's been a time or two I wanted to go back and like remind myself of what it said about this or that thing. Today we had this done, like, wait, it wasn't just the gas furnace, or just the gas. This is, yeah, one of the actual, not like the old school. I guess when I say furnace, the one I have now is just the big heater, you know, the big old gas heater thing that you got to light the pilot light if it's not going. But at the next place, it'll be the actual gas fireplace, you know. And pretty sure it also said central. I know it said central air, and we were like, did it also say central heating? I'm sure it did. The listing is gone, and I should have screenshotted everything. All right, we're gonna take a break. I hope you guys are doing okay. Happy Tuesday. Thanks for chilling. This has been a fun one. We've had a lot of those around here. I want to thank you guys for, you know, always tending to the atmosphere, keeping it lighthearted around here. Yeah. Thanks, guys. It's a tough world out there, so, and sometimes we're going to talk about the tough, well, all the stuff going on in it. Well, yeah, it feels good to have some folks to share these games with. So I'm grateful for you. And it looks like we're moving away from this area pretty soon. We might run around a bit more in the tall grass, and then we need to head over to that last town we were in. We've got May chomping at the bit, waiting outside the department store to try to take our lunch money. So let's see if we can take her on. All right, guys, I'll get a little break in. You guys should get one too. Hope to see you back here in a bit. BRB. R.I.P. to two of the best to ever do it. Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong. R.I.P. How you guys doing? Welcome. How come the sound effects aren't... I just hit a sound and nothing worked. What the hell? What is happening? Soundboard not working today? All right, give me 1 second. Let me fix that. I don't understand. Welcome, guys. Happy Tuesday. How you doing? Sorry. Technical difficulties. I guess somewhere along the line, the soundboard dropped, but I don't know when.
Ah, someone wants to play.
There we go. All right. We were right smack dab in the middle of playing some Pokemon. Test. All right. We're going to hit play. How, Puck, I'm curious if you're still there. You mentioned... I was seeing that he left us in silence. Earlier they were saying YouTube was having some issues. Did it freeze for you or something? I was just trying to understand. An earth-shattering kaboom. That's what it should be when the sounds come back.
Folks, we got an amazing surprise for you right now.
Yo, Gabba Gabba!
I don't need you, Mischievous. I'm getting... wish I could run away. Spark another one. Get Mischievous out of here.
Are you ready, kids?
There wasn't. Let me see what that... sorry about that. Yeah. I'm curious. I don't know what buttons to press, but I got it back to the screen I wanted it to be on. Yeah, sorry about that. I had no idea. I was, there's supposed to be music in that last intro page as well, and maybe it hasn't been working. I don't know. But I saw that I saw where it was muted, and I was able to unmute. I don't know how that happened. No Looney Tunes yet. I do have some Three Stooges. I think there's a few shared clangs, bongs, you know. But yeah, nothing explicitly Looney Tunes.
It is now time for my stories.
Should we keep searching the grass a bit? Maybe check some of the other tiers? Well, I don't know how good this Pokemon is, but let's catch another one and we'll compare. Oh, goodbye, magnets. I might need to bring somebody back for this one, because we don't have anybody else that can put this Pokemon to sleep. Got to cram this coffee in. It's already a little late for that, you know. Got to go ahead and get it in now while I can. Okay, not that great. What is it? Is it a ghost Pokemon? Ghost and flying or something? Ghost and fairy. I ate some granola during the break, and I'm beginning to really regret that. Still stuck in the old teeth. gonna do a flossing stream. Psychic type? Okay, yeah. I don't want to kill this thing. I'll catch another one. We'll see what's up. Making an uproar. It's an interesting Pokemon. It's got the little, you know, of course you're seeing a bell, but then seeing sort of that, like, sort of feather-like thing. You know, it's a funny Pokemon. All right, can we catch this thing? Uproar. Run away! Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That's funny. Oh well. Goodbye, Chime. Goodbye, Chime Echo. It's gonna be so hard for me to not. Oh, here, I've been looking for this one. All right, here we go. Guess it makes sense that it would be here. I need to get a couple of these because I want one for myself, and then there was a trade looking for one as well. I wonder, I hope a bite wouldn't just kill it outright. Okay. Yeah. I knew it was going to be super effective, but I also know, you know, it's not the strongest attack for Gojira's a wee little... He's just a wee little dragon right now. A wee little pup. Enjoy, Alan. How do we do this? What do I want to do to you? Just catch, maybe? I mean, I could try to revive someone and put it to sleep, but... Duskull. A glare from its single scarlet eye makes even burly grown-ups freeze in utter fear. It is a nocturnal Pokemon that roams about under the cloak of darkness. Duskull, Requiem Pokemon, 2 foot 7 inches, 33.1 pounds. Duskull's like, guys, you didn't have to put the 0.1 pounds in there. Come on. It's a cool sprite. Also appearing to have these like arms kind of behind its head, back, you know, hunched, you know, having that appearance of a hunched over, you know, figure. All right, Duskull. That's a pretty sweet name, honestly, to start with. And then I don't know, I can't remember the name of its evolution. I think it has one. I don't know.
Cyndaquil?
Not Cyndaquil.
Totodile.
It's not Totodile.
Chikorita?
Chikorita. I've heard the title, Palpuck. I've heard the title, but I've never seen it. Dusclops, that's right. Dusty the Duskull. Just Dusty. Are the, you know, hey, what's in a name, right? And usually we don't, well, we have the option eventually of being able to pick your own name, but for at least a while, you're stuck with what you got, what you're given. But are there, Dustin, and then by extension Dusty, was always one of those that kind of cracked me up because, like, I would only, when I hear Dusty, I'm seeing the wind blowing some debris. I'm seeing something, yeah, that needs wiping down, or, you know. Any names that you remember being like, wait, that's a... It's like, it's common, but has anybody ever stopped and thought about this? All right. No offense to all the Dustins and Dusties out there. Les petites mortes. Wasn't that the O? As a... is what I was referring to? You know, yeah. That's exactly what I thought it was, yep. I was trying to not, trying to figure out how much to say here, but yeah, Powpuck, I was seeing that and I was like, doesn't that mean the big O? And yep, I was right. To put it bluntly. Old Duskull here. Dusty reminds me of Ed, Edd, and Eddy, yeah. Okay, you're right. That show, those characters themselves, one could say, looked dusty, you know. What are we gonna call you? Well, you know what? Since I'm not even that familiar with this line, maybe I'll just keep the name, or... Buzzkill. Buzzkill the Duskull. Buzzkill. Buzzkill the Duskull. Grim's good. Shuppets everywhere. Yeah, Powpuck. I love, you know, I loved the art of the... I've only played the one on Super Famicom, and are there some additional enemies, or they just different sprite or something for the DS version? Oh yeah, come on, we're not gonna be able to run away. Just take it out. Keeps missing its spite, huh? Just don't do curse. Oh yeah, I don't know about that. That's interesting. Yoshi's Island DS, huh? I guess that would make sense that it's not a port since that had already been done. Kind of crap, huh? Let me up. I'm gonna pull this up for you guys so you can see it too. Guess I'll get us off the mountain gradually. Yoshi's Island DS. Tell me more. Known in Japan as Yoshi Island DS. Yoshi Island DS. A 2006 platform game developed by R-Toon and published by Nintendo for the DS. Look at that box art. You've got a baby Wario back there. Peach. And a baby Bowser. What's on the right? Baby Donkey Kong? Question mark? What's the monkey? Wish I could enhance. I didn't realize that this existed. So it's a similar gameplay style. Fascinating. Still throwing eggs and bebopping around on your Yoshi. Alright, I don't know if we should do much more exploration around, everybody's calling us. I'll just do a bit more exploration here in the tall grass, and then maybe I'll fly us out of here. Not seeing anything new, but then again, we didn't see anything prior to running into Bell End, so. Yeah. Popping a wheelie through the grass. Nothing can touch me.
I wanna be the very best.
Hoping I can get a run in tomorrow. I've sadly not been able to do that the last week. Spent most of it away. I brought my stuff just in case I was feeling up for it, but the week prior, I had been taking, like, pretty much going, like, you know, one day on, one day off, at least taking a single day in between runs. And I did a couple in a row. And on the, you know, kind of like last quarter or so of that second run, I just started feeling it really good in my left knee. And it's been kind of hard to pinpoint exactly where it's coming from, because it's both, I think, sort of kind of internal, or, you know, sort of something a little deeper in the mechanism of and then I also sort of like, yeah, left knee kind of bottom, yeah, sort of bottom, and I guess like inside part of the knee facing inward. I don't know what I did. I think I don't know, just maybe an overusage thing. I think I was going a little hard at one point downhill, and, you know, I think I had a couple of hard steps, or when I really feel it is if my leg, if I do my knee kind of any twisting it inward or something. And there's been a couple times that I've been like, oh man, I never really realized how you know, wow, you don't realize how much your knee does for you until it's until it's not doing it. But yeah, just like getting into bed and rotating it, or just kind of having any kind of pressure. If I take that knee and let's say I turn it into the left, there's no real rotation or pushing it in. It hurts really bad whenever, or it just doesn't have, you know, it like doesn't have the strength to do something at that angle, you know, feels like it's gonna pop or give out or something. But Twisted Spoon. But I don't know. I think I should... Wife's been trying to get me to ice it. I think I should try, just because I don't want another long-term injury. Takes me out of running for a while, you know. I need a Mega Man. I need one of his power-ups. Much harder and tedious. A lot of backtracking because you need a specific baby for designated obstacles. That sounds very of that time, Palpuck. Yeah. You know. A little baby DK, huh? The Grim Leecher is the Yoshi character. Oh, man. Yeah, sorry to hear that. We got a banged up... We got a player down. I better ditch something in the bag or put something on somebody. Yeah, T-Roy, sorry to hear you got an injury. Yeah, sports injury, repetitive use. It's frustrating. It's like I was just starting to get a little bit back into shape, and then I go 2 days in a row, and then my body's like, no, that's... I don't know. It's tough, because I know there was one part I think I was just going a little faster than I really needed to, and yeah, I'm also in my late 30s, so body doesn't sometimes I ask of it more than it is in that moment willing or able to provide. I gotta train, not strain. Okay, what can I put on somebody? This music's fun. Silk Scarf can go to Lazy Boy, for instance, or power up those normal attacks. Quick Claw's cool too, to let him go, but I think his current form is fast, so I'm gonna pull the Quick Claw out, give that to somebody else. Give to someone who's slow. I'll have to figure that out. Get the Twisted Spoon. Twisted Teaspoon. What is a Twisted Spoon? Got some incense to burn. Slightly lowers foes' accuracy, slightly boosts water type moves. Oh yeah, that's, you know, it can be so helpful to have, yeah. I went through physical therapy at one point for my back when I was, when I was still a kid. I was maybe like 13 or something like that, and it helped a lot. And they taught me some things to do that helped me keep it limber after that, that honestly I should still be doing some of. Some of those I'll never forget. Yeah, I mean, I still remember some of the warm-ups that they do, and it's, you know, it's a good workout, a good stretch rather. And then I remember going to the gym and just, you know, feeling kind of self-conscious because, like, I'm a 13-year-old in a gym, just like, oh, you know, like, I don't know what to do. But yeah, I mean, they had a there was a person, you know, trainer there or whatever to help me do a few exercises, and it did help my back. Twisted Spoon for to boost psychic moves. Heck yeah. And that, you know, that's cool, Alan. I think rehabbing that stuff is so important too, because, like, you know, know, especially if you're of a certain age or if it's, you know, a particular type of injury, it can be, if you don't do something to try to rehab it, if you don't get some reps in on it, you know, then of course it can just lifelong chronic, you know, issues from that point forward sometimes. And maybe you're going to have those anyway, but then that stuff helps you through it. You know, it could be the difference that keeps you going. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. After that, I was doing rehab for my back. Like, my dad had a gym membership around that time, and I did enjoy that. I think I got something out of that as a kid for sure. And then that gym got busted at some point for like selling GHB. I remember I didn't know what that was, and I'm watching the local news and they're explaining what it is and stuff, and I'm seeing like the guy that ran the gym like in his like arrest photo, or come and get shredded, and if you need a little if you need a little something that'll make the night a little murkrow for you, a little murky, or for somebody else, it's a party drug, and then it's also one of the more common drugs that someone would use to spike a drink, or a date rape drug. So it's a just imagine. I don't know. I can't imagine who's coming in, and then how many folks too are working out and buying the. I don't know. Who knows? Nothing like topping a workout off with a little. All right, let's try to catch this thing. Well, it is dark, so that's not gonna work. I think dark and blind, maybe? Rock slide, I don't think it would kill it, but let's see. It's gonna do some damage for sure. I know it's super effective. Yeah. Dang, I thought it still might survive though. Alright. I think I did see a Murkrow yesterday. I'll keep running around now that we know that they're around here. Thrash, huh? Rampage of 2 to 3 turns, it confuses the user. So, I don't know. I don't know if that's a good one for Gojira here. I don't like the idea of, losing control for a few turns, but... Sounds a little volatile. But then again, I guess he's probably going to have like a high attack at some point. I guess I don't know how the move deleter works. I think you have to, at least one of those, like, charges something, I think, to... Learn a move, delete a move, whatever. Alright. Can toss Screech, you think? Yeah. Yeah, he'd have to use a turn, it's cool to lower their defense, but then, yeah, is it worth it, or when he could just one-hit KO or kill them in 2 turns, which he'd need to do anyway with Screech? Yeah, alright. Makes sense. Bye-bye, Screech. Love John, Saved by the Bell. Adios.
I hope you've all enjoyed our program this morning.
I was trying to say goodbye, Reggie. Come on.
Goodbye.
Bye, Screech.
Good day, sir.
Thrash. Okay, can we catch another Murkrow? Another dust skull. You know, I don't have very many Pokeballs, I don't think. I think we're running low. We just caught one dust skull. I may catch a second one because I've been one to get something ghost or I don't know. I've been missing that. Maybe dust skull's the one. I want to check Murkrow out as well. Let's check the. Oh well, let's see the. Did you guys have any other names for Dust Skull? Let me see. We got a chance for a second one. Grim was one. Oh yeah, La Petite Mort. It's funny. La Petite Mort. Do I have enough room? Where'd it go? Sadly not. I guess, what was the other one we had? I'm just going back in the chat here, sorry. Grim was a good one. Grims. I'm gonna go 2 M's. Make it extra grim. Grim! Alright, here we go.
See you next time.
Up and around. And I caught that one in a Pokeball too. A Vulpix. Hell yeah. Let's You don't want to kill. Let me see if I can see it. One second. Bingo, 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 bingo. Give yourself a potion, please. Take a sip of the potion. Hit the 3-wheel motion. Feeling better now, boss. Alright, get in there, Gojira. Do something. Yeah, it's not even showing it. I went to see my YouTube chat, or like the dashboard or whatever, and it doesn't even show it at all for me. Public. Sorry about that.
Adios, amigos.
Hey, Doc, can you have a look at my idiot friend here?
Don't hurt yourself, Gojira. And hurt by his burn. Alright, my team's a little busted up right now, I must admit. Oh, that's sad. And that was getting filtered out? That's really strange. Yeah, and it's not even showing me on my end. I don't want to kill this thing. Alright, Dancer. Stand back while I throw a ball at this thing. Ding, ding, ding. Ah. Don't will-o-wisp me. Come on, get out of here. Very nice. Alright, got the Vulpix. Fox Pokemon. It can freely control fire, making fiery orbs fly like will-o'-the-wisps. Just before evolution, its 6 tails grow hot as if on fire. Oops. He's on fire.
Time has come.
Grabs the rebound. He's got a hot hand.
Vulpix. Alright. Don't know that I'll be doing much with Vulpix. We'll just drop it in the box. I got some some Gen 3 fire Pokemon I can... It's like, are you sure? Hey, catch my friend, too. I like how Mr. Mud glows blue there. Looks badass. Alright, so clearly there's some good pokes in these little patches of grass here. I want to catch... Let's save again before we screw this up. I want to see if we can catch something else I saw in here. No thanks, Shuppet. The Murkrow.
They need a shot here.
He's just riding that bike. I think it was in this strip. I don't think we've moved, you know, outside of this little patch of grass here, really, since we saw that Murkrow. Give me a Murkrow. Feeling a bit of a headache tonight. It's been kind of coming on gradually, but I'm going to try to hang in there for a bit longer. This is 3 days in a row, which I don't usually do, so I'll, if I need to call it a little early, that's, do what I gotta do. Yeah, I'm having fun so far. Thank you guys for hanging. I'm really making a press on this game. I usually like to have a couple games going at the same time, and we had Wind Waker, but because I'm about to have some big schedule disruptions, I figured let's try to beat the game we're closest to finishing. And, this is the one. Wind Waker still got a long way to go, and I'm just hitting pause on that for a bit. It'll be easier in this... There we go. It'll be easier in the interim between now and when I get set up at the new place after we move. Between now and then, I think chance to play some Genesis, stuff like that. Do some kind of 1 and 2 off streams, you know. Just a game. Switch through some of them. I want to put some time. Rhodes got me, he got us a couple games here. Let's see. Work this one back in, Shining Force 2. And that's probably going to take, you know, a few streams, I'd imagine. Could be a long-term project, I don't know. Heard good things. Alright. Here we go, let's get that Murkrow. I'll kill this thing. Since I really want this, let's try to put it to sleep. Although, I don't know, I may even have a resistance to that. Let's see. Murkrow used haze. Little Morty. There you go, Palpop. That's a good one. Could have used that, yeah. Alright, now, let's see if I can get someone else in to put you to sleep. I want to play Banjo-Kazooie sometime. I know a couple of you have mentioned being into those games. Anybody, any love for BK? Anybody into having it your way against Gruntilda?
Let's go.
Mario, you have nothing to do with this. All right, here we go. Strength. Murkrow doesn't want to go to sleep. Munching on berries. Oh, you know, speaking of munching on berries, I'm playing Pokemon Crystal 251. And I've made it to the, like, Moo Moo Milk Farm, or whatever it is. And there's that one Taurus, Miltank, rather, that is sick. And you have to feed it, like, several berries consecutively. And I think if you, like, run out of berries before, you know, you have enough, then it doesn't heal, but it'll go through at least... I saw one stage of healing where I was like, it looks like he feels a little bit better, or something like that. But I'm just like, oh no, we gotta save this Miltank, man. Unfortunately, at that point I only had 2 berries on me, and it is just the berry, like the other, you know, yeah, just OG berry, so to speak. Just berry. All the special ones, I guess this Miltank doesn't have a taste for, or it won't save it, but... I think I saved it not too far from a berry bush, so, you know, I'm hoping I can work on saving up over the next couple days, get some berries so we can save that Miltank. Alright, I don't want you to kill this thing. Let's just throw some balls at it. I actually have a little more damage on it. Gonna need more than that. It's gonna help us. I wish we could put it to sleep. That's too bad. Squeaky noises. Alright, what can we do here? Just keep throwing balls. Paralysis would be good. But not necessary. Okay. Murkrow was caught. Murkrow were feared as the alleged bearers of ill fortune. It shows strong interest in anything that sparkles. It will even try to steal rings from women. Give a nickname to the captured Murkrow. Murkrow. Oh, my cat is snoring. We gotta mic the cat up. Boop, 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 boop. Caw, caw, the Murkrow. We're going onomatopoeia here, folks. Oop. Caw cax. All right, well, let's continue on down. I guess I could just fly. What's in this little single patch, you know? Let's get him. This is enough to get us into a fight, isn't it? Just doing the diagonals? Yeah, okay. The light taps. Probably nothing different than the others, but just funny to have that little one patch. Quickly find another Murkrow. Guys, you know what? I think I'm gonna get us back to town, see how I feel, because I may stop the stream. We'll see. I know that we have there's a battle with May coming up. Got a rival battle. She's hanging out outside that department store.
Killer instinct.
She's got a killer instinct. May does. Dun, 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 dun. You're a tough one, Murkrow. Ouch. I don't know if I have anything else that'll, you know, lower its health here. Yeah, it's a big one. Maybe I'll, that could be a good place if I'm feeling kind of tired. That could be a good, you know, thing to start on for the next stream. I don't think a Mega Drain would kill it. I was thinking Nevermore as well, Palpuck. You might. I wonder if yours is a little further back right now, Palpuck. You might need to catch up. Of course, that was that came to mind, and I was like, man, would that be too cliche? Glad to hear someone else thought it too, though. You know, which I guess doesn't really help it sound any less cliche, but you know, it does make me feel better. All right, we're out of balls. Except these, I don't know if the premier ball. Yeah. Okay, yeah, then you're not too far behind. Come on, I wanted you to premiere. I like Mo, yeah. That's good. All this to catch a Murkrow. I don't know if I'm going to use it, but I've been thinking I wanted to catch a couple of these ghost Pokemon and do some comparisons. You must keep the premier ball. Damn it. This guy's really resistant. You're not a weaker Pokemon, are you? The hearts. I didn't really intend to use all these balls. This is a bit of a miss, so to speak, on my part. Whoopsie. It's been a little bit since I saved, too. I don't, you know, not a crazy long time, but... Goodbye, Murkrow. You took all my balls. It was like 8 balls or something we threw at it. 8 balls of fire. Now I can't get enough... Now I can't get the Dust Skull off me. They're all over the place. I think I should just fly. I should just fly back to the city. We're banged up. Look at us. 2 beat up Pokemon left. Alright, let's get back to Lily Cove. And, you know, there's just about to be... Yeah, what Alan is saying is the last trainer battle. Maybe I'll heal up and I'll try that, and we'll end on that note. Maybe let's try that. Let me do that. I'm gonna get healed up. We'll save. I know I just tossed a bunch of balls, but I don't think the Premier and Nest balls or whatever are... I don't know. I don't think they're that great. Let me see. Is there someone I want to swap out? Well, I might just, you know, I don't have, I suppose we don't have, what's his name yet? Our fire starter. The fire starter. The Dancer's been good to us. I've been trying to level up Lazy Boy. I like magnets, although, you know, maybe I should save that one for my Crystal 251 run, because it is nice to stick to the Gen 3 stuff. Gojira, I'm for now making an exception on, because I really, I never got to play with that one before, so... Never caught it in Gen 2, I don't think. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, alright, well, they look cool, but farewell, Premier Balls. That's okay. All right, let's I might swap magnets out. Let's see. I know it's a bit cheap having the starters, but the three, you know, current generation starters. But that's also when you're a kid and you're playing, man, like that was the dream. And then Pokemon Yellow came out, and I remember, you know, even more people getting into Pokemon at that time and having that game as the first one. And thinking like, oh wait, they get all three of the starters and Pikachu? What? You know. This Farfetch'd, I need to get in, because doesn't it? It's gonna help us. I think it'll learn Faint Attack, right? Or I forgot the name of it. I'm tired. Yeah, who cares, Alan? Yeah, they're great Pokemon. It's a little cheap, but there's 1,000,001 ways to play these games, you know. If they didn't beat you over the head with that enough times across the series of like, play it how you want to, have the team that you want to have, you know. Don't let anybody tell you you can't play with that, you know, unevolved Pokemon, or or hey, if you're into the beauty contest, go for it. Knock yourself out. You only like cute Pokemon. Good for you. The Chikorita sprite is really cute. The one leg lifting. Oh my god. The Electrode looking quite devious. Ready to spring a trap on somebody. Raticate, dragging its luff on the ground. Alright, let me see. Way up on this mic. Sorry for the pops. Max been screwing up. Okay, let's see. Might grab Sriracha out. They're really high level right now. But we're about to fight our rival, so if we needed a high level Pokemon, now's the time. I'm curious about that too, Alan. I know where 2 of the Gen 1 birds are. Any guesses? I'll tell you that I've already gotten to those points so far. And I've tried to catch them, but, you know, they were level 50, so for the Gen 1 birds, we've already been... We look at all the spots on the map here. Zombie Anton did a good job, in my opinion, of putting them in places where I think it makes sense. I saw Moltres and I saw Zapdos so far. And I'm gonna go back and try to catch them at some point. We didn't have access to Ultra Balls at that point. So I saved before we hit them up. Haven't found any of the Gen 2 yet. Or did we? I don't know. Was it in this game or my game, my Crystal 251, that I did one of the roaming legendaries came up for half a second? Might have been in this game, I don't know. Okay, cool, let's fight May. I was like the side sprites too. Oh hey, Parv, are you shopping too? I bought a whole bunch of dolls and posters. Of course, I've also caught a lot of Pokemon, and I'm raising them properly too. Actually, I'm more worried if you're raising Pokemon properly, Parv. I'll battle with you so you can show me your Pokemon, Parv. Let's do it. You don't have to say my name twice in a row.
Who's that Pokemon?
Pokemon I raised won't be beaten by your Pokemon, Parv. There we go. I like her music. There we go, May. Tropius. Tropius is a pretty cool design. Are gonna hit us with that same thing and then pass out, huh? I should have gotten somebody else in, I suppose. But I'm gonna see if you can do this yourself, lazy boy. Oh shit, I woke up. Oh man, I was hoping I could get lucky. After that, I was gonna have Lazy Boy heal. I pushed that one a little too hard. That was a stretch. Alright, thank you, Sriracha. Finish the job. Level 35. This is when Magnemite would come in handy. Could also possibly get or do like a have the rock throw or whatever. All right, let's get a leaf blade in on you. Take two. I guess because grass is not that great, is not effective against flying, then that's kind of canceling out grass being good against water. I didn't think about that. Quit protecting yourself, you freak. Didn't need to do that. Killing me with the protects here, Pelipper. She might heal here, huh? I really enjoyed this game so far. I skipped Gen 3 when it came out. It was kind of just a strange timing thing for me. I did buy Emerald at some point, and I bought it knowing I wasn't going to be playing through it right then and there, you know. I was like, okay, it's the Gen 3 Pokemon. Usually this is kind of the director's cut, you know. Sometimes the best of the three. Let me grab this. I'm going to want to play it. And I did play a little bit of it back then, but just the first 2 or 3 gyms, and then, you know, I had other games going and stuff, and I didn't stick with it. But yeah, it feels good to come back to it. I did play Leaf Green. You know, so a little bit of the Gen 3 ecosystem is familiar, but I can appreciate this, the new story, and the... I didn't know... A lot of these Gen 3 Pokemon I still am not that familiar with, so... Alright. It's all a bit easy. We're a little over leveled right now. I might send in Gojira too, just for... Well, no. He'll get ripped up quickly. And so just trying to make it spicy. This'll do it. This is a different kind of spice. Sriracha. Gravile. Here we go. There we go, Ember. Ember's gonna do it for us. Go. May, I overleveled just a little bit. Oh, cool. Yeah, we could really use a better. We could use a much better fire move. I remember the battle I had with you, Parv, on Route 103. That battle helped you become this strong, Parv, didn't it? May's been checking our abilities this whole time. She needed to check herself. It seems like she is. I'm thinking of going back to Little Root soon. I've caught a decent group of Pokemon and my Pokédex is coming along, so I'm gonna go home to show my dad. Parv, what are you gonna do? Collect all the gym badges and take the Pokemon League Challenge? Well, while you're collecting badges, Parv, I'm gonna work on my Pokédex. I'll complete it before you. See ya. Oh, and she flies away. Man, that's a little sad to know that that's the last of the May fights. I was hoping that I'd get to see her at the end. No spoilers, please, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I wonder, these guys are still in town, huh? After we... Okay, that's right. We've got this cove, this cave in the cove that I've been hearing so much about. Well, I'm glad we got the rival battle finished before we wrap up tonight. That's a good way to end it. I'm a little bit over leveled for it, I think, and that's just happened because I've really enjoyed just hanging out with you guys, losing track of time and running in the tall grass, and then eventually seeing a more rare Pokemon, catching it, all those fights, not using repels. It's had us like, you know, it's had us really just leveling up throughout this thing, and, you know, I guess kind of a constant grind that some people don't do when they play these games. I know some folks will use a lot more repels or run a bunch. Yeah. Alright, well, we're gonna wrap this thing up, I think. Oh, let's see. Oh, I was seeing your comment here about a Blaze Kick. Okay, cool. I wonder if that... Yeah, and I guess he's gonna be like fighting, right? Or... Let's see. Sriracha. Yeah, it's already fire and fighting. Yeah, his only fight move right now is you know, bulk up, which isn't offensive. It's not offensive. Oh, I gotta fix some of the blue screen whenever I move around. Oh, I'm ghosted out, which is appropriate for Mount Pyre. Alright, guys, I think I'm gonna have to wrap it up. Before I do that, let me make sure I save. We only have 2 more badges to go. And, you know, I have to think that we're starting to get into a home stretch or, you know, I'm sure we got quite a bit more to do, but... Ooh. I did, Palpuck. I did use it sometimes. I worked it in sometimes. A little bit of bulk up. It's nice, the attack and defense. Shooting up, you can't beat that. Alright, we're gonna take a break. And that break will be for... for a couple days, I suppose. Alright, let's hit this. Let me go here. Thank you guys for hanging. Sorry, leaving a little earlier than I anticipated, but feeling a bit tired, and we got 3 days in a row. Let's do a raid tonight and see who's streaming. This has been fun. Yeah, Tater, thanks for hanging, man. It's been a good time. I enjoyed going to the creepy Mount Pyre. Good to go to a little graveyard situation. Yeah, that's fun. I love those. Is it a game if it doesn't have a graveyard in it? I suppose so, but looks like Reebs is just getting rolling, I believe. Gonna be doing some speedrunning of Mario 3. Rotes is... Oh, I didn't see that Rotes was on. We haven't been to Rotes in a bit. I'll go, we'll go pop into there. He's playing some Battlefield. Let's do that. All right, guys. I want to thank you for hanging out. This has been fun. Happy Tuesday, guys. I'm going to take tomorrow off, and I'm going to come back on Thursday and Friday. It says Wind Waker, you know, slight possibility, but I think we'll play some more Pokemon Emerald or do a spin move and bust out the Genesis. So this has been fun, guys. Thanks for hanging. Do what you can to support this stream. It keeps me afloat. The likes, the comments over on YouTube help people find it. The subs, the tips, all that help me keep going. Helps to pay the bills. And thank you guys. All the lurks and just hanging out, all that helps too. I appreciate your time. So thank you guys for chilling. We're going to do a raid over to Rotes in just a bit. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys back here on Thursday. Thanks for chilling. Have a good rest of your week. Adios.
Open your eyes.
What's going on, man?
Oh my fucking god!
Available for your home in 1995, only on Nintendo Ultra 64. Killer Instinct.
The Parvinator.
Well, we all are going to die.
Is he dead?
Oh, look, I died anyway, so what a waste.
Well, we all are going to die.
The power is Nintendo.